Good
Hi
evening,
guys, good
sir.
evening all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Evening, sir.
Right, subheading hybridization. So in bracket, write a valency bond.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, we got the portions for term 1.
What portion?
For term 1 exam school.
Yeah. Bhargav, yeah, your school is NCFE, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the syllabus?
Sir, some basic concepts of chemistry, structure of atom, classifications of elements and periodicity,
Okay.
chemical bonding, organic chemistry and hydrocarbons.
Oh, total 6 chapters are there.
Yes, sir.
So 4 chapter, no doubt I will complete. But not possible to go now in organic chemistry. If you have any doubts in organic chemistry, I will take daily 10 or 15 minutes extra class. You can ask. Okay.
Sir, or for this chapter you can take some extra class or something.
What?
For organic chemistry.
Not possible. Like, so regularly I will, whenever I have class on that day, I will extend 15 minutes class only for organic chemistry. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So mostly their questions are asking how to give the IUPAC name of compounds. And secondly, some Nemer reactions are there, important Nemer reactions. That's enough for 11th standard. Okay, listen, what is hybridization? So before discussing about hybridization, we will see why this hybridization concept is introduced. According to
this chapter, we have more of theory, right? Not much of calculations.
Yeah, of course, it is theory, but questions are not asking based on theory. Now I'm giving no hybridization concept full theory, but there in examination they are asking giving one molecule. What is the hybridization of that molecule and draw the shape of molecule. Application based asking. They are not asking about theory. Theory points are useful for competitive exams asking which of the following one is correct statement, assertion and reasoning type. There it is useful, this concept.
So then, sir, you would be giving us practice, right, for such type of questions?
Yeah, after giving one page only concept, after that application based analysis.
So in valence bond theory, under that is hybridization.
Under that is somewhat advanced concept for valency bond theory is hybridization concept.
Okay.
Okay. See, valency bond theory is saying a chemical bond is formed because of overlapping of atomic orbitals, right? Because of overlapping, linear overlapping or sideway overlapping, it is forming a chemical bond. That is about valency bond theory. And valency bond theory says when orbital having half-filled electron, means single electron, that orbital only participates in a chemical bond. So orbital must be valency orbital. And in that valency orbital, one electron must be present. Means only half-filled orbitals involves in a chemical bonding. So because of that, nitrogen molecule is formed. See, nitrogen configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. In p orbital, there are three electrons in each orbital is half-filled. That's what these 3 orbitals are involving and forming a 3 bonds between the nitrogen atoms. Suppose oxygen, each oxygen electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Here p orbital having 4 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also 2p orbital having 4 electrons. Out of these 3 orbitals, this orbital is no chance to involve in a valency bond theory, not involving in bonding. Only this orbital involving. Oxygen of 2 orbitals, this oxygen of 2 orbitals involving and forming a 2 bonds. It's okay. But what about carbon? In methane molecule, carbon electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2 electronic configuration. Now p orbital having only 2 electrons. So according to valency bond theory, now carbon, how many bonds it have to form? Only it have to form 2 bonds. 2 bonds, right? No, according to VBT. According
Yes,
to
sir,
VBT,
yes,
it have
sir,
to form
yes.
only 2 bonds because 2
bonds.
orbitals only having single electron. But actually in methane, how many bonds are there?
4.
You know, carbon is only stabilized by 4 bonds, not by 2 bonds. So here valency bond theory is failed to explain the formation of carbon and its compounds. And many compounds are there. Best example we are telling this one. Okay, now see how this hybridization concept explains the formation of carbon compounds and many.
So
hybridization
there is another concept after hybridization.
Yeah, we have MOT, molecular orbital theory.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Also
see,
same 1 or 2 pages concept, remaining all are applications.
so one of the electrons from the s orbital will go into the p orbital.
Yes, very good. That's only we are calling excited state electronic configuration.
Okay, so
Okay, first we'll see how methane molecule is formed, then details of hybridization we will see. Carbon electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. So according to this concept, here also valency orbitals only involving in hybridization process and giving a chemical bonds. So here valency electrons of orbitals are 2s2, 2p2. So this is 2px1, 2py1, this is 2s2. Now in excited state electronic configuration, one electron is jumping from 2s orbital to 2p orbital. Then this configuration become 2s1. This configuration become 2p3. Now fill the orbitals. Here only 1 electron. Here now 3 electrons. Yes. Now we have 4 half-filled orbitals. 2s orbital, 2px, 2py, 2pz. Now carbon is able to form 4 bonds. Okay. Now we'll see for hybridization rules.
So that is when it will form 4 bonds, right?
Yeah, then it forms 4 bonds. 1 electron is going from 2s orbital to 2p orbital. So overall it can form 4 orbitals which having half-filled configuration.
So this is that exchange energy concept, right? The electrons can jump from orbitals.
Yeah, yes, valency orbitals. Okay. See what are
So
the...
one more thing. The jumping of the electrons into the next orbital, like from S to P, that is explained by hybridization.
Yeah, because of that only hybridization is came.
Oh, okay.
Listen carefully. So when atom is isolated atom, suppose any atom of element is isolated, that is not involving in hybridization, mind it. If carbon atom is isolated, nothing is there surrounding of this carbon, it's not involved in hybridization process. When an atom is in the formation of, during the formation of molecule, then it involves in a hybridization process. Suppose here 4 carbon atoms are coming closer to carbon. Now carbon involving in hybridization process and forms a bonds. Here first point is orbital of central atom and even edge atoms also, orbital of the single atoms involves in a hybridization process. Suppose carbon valence electrons are, valence orbitals are these all are the valency orbitals of carbon. These orbitals involves in hybridization process. Okay, here atomic orbitals combines forms molecular orbitals. Okay, so that hybridized orbital. So number of atomic orbitals involves equal number of hybridized orbitals are formed. Suppose 2 atomic orbitals are involving, so it gives 2 hybridized orbitals. Suppose 3 are involving, it gives 3, 5, 5, 6, 6. So the number of atomic orbitals involved equal number of hybridized orbitals also formed. Now, here condition is even orbital have single electron, even orbital is empty orbital, or orbital having 2 electrons also involves in hybridization process. So here there is no condition orbital must have single electron. Even orbital not having electrons also, but must be valence orbital, involves in a hybridization process. Now the shape of the molecule is depending upon the hybridization. If we know hybridization, we can predict what is the shape of molecule. Okay, this shape of molecule already VSEPR theory explained, but there are some exceptions are there, and it is unable to explain properly the bond angles. But hybridization concept is clearly explained. What is the shape of molecule, and also included how a chemical bond also formed. Now, yeah, these are only important points. We'll see now some examples for hybridization. See, after this theory, I will give you shortcut how to identify the hybridization of a molecule. But first listen concept and we will apply the concept. So we have this many type of hybridization: sp hybridization, sp2 hybridization, sp3 hybridization, sp3d hybridization, sp3d2 hybridization, and sp3d3 hybridization also we have. And here one more is there, sp2d2 also there. But we no need to discuss about this. We will see about this in 12th standard. First, see about what is sp hybrid. First of all, you have to listen what is hybridization. So here, orbitals have orbitals which having almost similar energy. They undergoes intermixing. They undergoes intermixing, and it gives a new set of orbitals. Those having equal energy and equal shape, but its orientation is only different. Suppose previously we saw 2s orbital, 2px, 2py, 2pz. These all orbitals are intermixes. We know 2s orbital having slightly less energy than 2p orbitals. But however, orbitals which having almost similar energies. If you see valence orbitals, almost they're having closer energy values. Those all orbitals are intermixes, and it gives a new set of orbitals. These set of orbitals having same energy, same size, but orientation is different. So here we are getting sp3 hybridized or 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals are we are getting. I will explain how it forms. Here 2s is there, 2px, 2py, 2pz. Total overall 4 are there. So one s orbital, 3p orbitals are combining. That's what 1 plus 3, 4, and yes, p power 3. So 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals are formed. This 4 sp3 hybridized orbital having same size. So while writing hybridized orbital, one of the lobe is bigger lobe, one of the lobe is smaller lobe. Bigger lobe giving positive sign, smaller lobe we are giving negative sign. So this is the bigger lobe. At opposite side, give smaller lobe. This is bigger lobe, opposite side small lobe. For this here, for this one give here. This is plus sign. No need to show in during the formation of molecule. You no need to show these all signs. This is having negative sign. Okay.
Sir?
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, during hybridization, the old orbital is eliminated, right? And the new orbital
All the atomic orbitals we are inventing. During the formation of chemical bond, it is forming according to hybridization. Hybridized orbitals are formed.
Sir, so the old orbitals are not...
no, we don't discuss after old orbitals. Atomic orbitals we don't discuss. We are going to discuss about hybridized orbitals when molecule atom involves in bonding.
So, after the orientation part, can you explain again, like the lobes part and the
here also will come. So I will explain.
Okay.
Sir?
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, what about direction of positive and negative?
That is, we gave in structure of atom the orbital sign.
Orbital Sir, but here function. The orientation is different. Sir,
Yeah,
here
when
the
orbitals are
orientation is
formed,
different, right?
yeah, when orbitals are formed, there's 4 orbitals is formed. 4 orbitals are going far apart to avoid the resistance. See, when atom having p orbitals, px, py, pz, all these orbitals are in one direction. No, these
No, sir.
orbitals are not in one direction. Same when hybridized orbitals are formed, these hybridized orbitals also not in one direction, all are in different direction to avoid the repulsion.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, which direction is the positive? Like it is in the
direction. Okay, you are telling the direction.
Yes, sir.
That is depends upon how many lobes are formed. If 2 lobes are formed, that is
Okay,
in linear
sir.
direction. S and P, suppose here one s orbital and one p orbital intermixes, forms 2 new sp hybridized orbitals. See, I'm telling here one s orbital. Don't write the symbol one, that is meaning is different. One s orbital and one p orbital. So one s orbital, one p orbital, 1 plus 1, 2. And s and p, power 1 only, no? So 2 sp hybridized orbitals are.
So do we have to write this?
No, don't write. 2 sp hybridized orbitals are formed. Now, how this orientation? This is one orbital. This is another orbital. So this is one sp orbital. This is another sp hybridized orbital. These are its opposite side lobes are there in a smaller lobe that indicates. Here, that means electron density is a very less electron density here. Wherever it is forming the bond, there more electron density is there. That's what overlapping also becomes more. So bond also stable bond. Now see how the molecule CH triple bond CH is formed. CH triple bond CH formation.
So, sir, there the bigger circle kind of
Bigger
thing
lobe
was like the
overlapping with another atom, hydrogen atoms.
So that is S. We can consider.
Not sp hybridized orbital. So name is changes. Now we are giving sp hybridized orbital. This is sp hybridized orbitals. First write electronic configuration of carbon atom. 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. 2s having 2 electrons. 2p also having 2 electrons. In excited state, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s1, 2p3. Here 1 electron. Here 3 electrons. Now it is not necessary to involve all the orbitals in hybridization process. Based on the necessity or based on circumstances, number of orbitals involving in hybridization process. So here how many sigma bonds we want in between? For each carbon, how many sigma bonds are there here? Observe CH triple bond CH. How many sigma bonds are there for each carbon atom?
1.
How many? Here 1, here 1, 2 only, no?
Yeah, 2.
These 2 are pi bonds. So you want only 2 sigma bonds. One more point. Always hybridized orbitals are giving sigma bonds. They won't give pi bonds. Unhybridized orbitals are giving pi bonds. Hybridized orbitals are giving sigma bonds. Now, 2s orbital, 1 2s orbital, 1 2p orbital, or you can write 2pz. That is better. 2pz orbital undergoes hybridization. Gives 2 sp hybridized orbital.
Sir, it's always 2pz or
because during the formation of sigma bond, center sigma bond, we are preferring 2pz orbital. You can write other also, that's not a problem, but in all books they are referring for 2pz orbital only. We are taking for sigma bond. That is not a condition. We have to take only z orbital. You can take any orbital. 2pz orbital undergoes hybridization, gives 2 sp hybridized orbitals. Now I am drawing the structure. So each carbon, this carbon also undergoes sp hybridization. This carbon also undergoes same sp hybridization. So it is forming 2 sp hybridized orbitals. Space is not enough. So this is one carbon of 2 sp hybridized orbitals. Sp hybridized orbital, sp hybridized orbital. Now another carbon atom. This is also having 2 sp hybridized orbital. Sp hybridized orbital, sp hybridized orbital of this carbon atom. Now sp hybridized orbital of one carbon atom overlapping with another sp hybridized orbital of carbon atom. So it forms a CC sigma bond. One bond is formed now. sp hybridized orbital of one carbon atom overlapping with another sp hybridized orbital of carbon atom. Now here sp hybridized orbital of carbon, this sp hybridized orbital of this carbon overlapping with 1s orbital of hydrogen. One s orbital of hydrogen. So because of these overlappings, this can form further sigma bonds. Fine. Any doubt here? Formation of 2 sigma bonds for each carbon atom. Now it's over. Now see how pi bonds are formed. Now here we have 2 unhybridized orbital, 2px, 2py. So unhybridized orbital you are writing always same size. Opposite lobe also in same size. Okay. This is 2px. This is also 2px. Opposite side 2px, 2px, 2py, 2py, 2py. Now unhybridized orbitals. These are only 2px, 2py unhybridized orbital. So unhybridized orbital of 2py of one carbon atom overlapping with unhybridized orbital of another 2py of carbon atom. So it forms a 1 pi bond. 2py, 2py. This is only 2py. This results 1 pi bond. Now unhybridized orbital of 2px of one carbon atom overlapping with 2px orbital of another carbon atom. So this also results 1 pi. That's all. This is only hybridization concept. I think if you see 2 or 3 molecules, then you can identify easily how to give the hybridization. And also one simple logic is there, how to identify the hybridization in a molecule. Number of sigma bonds is equal to hybridization. Suppose 2 sigma bonds, sp hybridization. 3 sigma bonds, sp2 hybridization. Count here, s power 1, p power 2, 1 plus 2, 3. 4 hybridization is sp3. 5 sp3d6, sp3d2. Number of sigma bonds of the central atom is equal to its hybridization. Okay, let's try another molecule. Here, yeah, tell me.
Sir, so this explains that odd electron and hypervalent.
Hypervalent it can explain, yeah.
Yes, sir.
It can explain. Even you are telling that odd electron molecules also it can well explain. Those only non-bonded electrons it is forming, it having only 1 electron in the lobe. In the lobes here actually single electrons are there. Like that also having 1 single electron that is not participating in chemical bond. So if hybridization is sp, shape is linear shape. Okay, now see the second one, sp2 hybridization.
So 1 second. Could you just tell once the process of how do we do this? First we have to draw the structure, then find out the number of sigma bonds.
Yeah.
And then
you have to predict how in which hybridization it is going to be involved. So I will write that chart here. See, if a central atom have 2 sigma bonds, sp hybridization. 3 sigma bonds, sp2. 3 sigma bonds, 4 sigma bonds, sp3. 5 sp3d, 6 sp3d2 7 sp3d3. Now let's try for sp2 hybridization. So example I'm taking bf3, or simple one bh3 I'm taking bh3. Central atom is boron. Electronic configuration 1s2 2s2 2p1. This is only valence orbital. According to theory, it have to form, according to VBT, it have form only one bond. But according to hybridization, it have capable to form 3 bonds because one electron is jumping. So 1s2, 2s1, 2p2. In this hybridization process, 1 electron here, 2 electrons here. So this is 1s orbital. These are 2px, 2py orbitals. Now 1s orbital.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So the carbon atom, it's by default sp2.
Yeah, possible. I will explain. That also I will explain.
Fine, sir.
1s orbital and 2p orbitals involving in hybridization. So here 1, here 2, total 3. 1s
Sir?
and 2p. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, is it possible for the 1s to form hybridization?
No, that is inner orbital. No, inner orbitals are not involving. That's what first point I said. Valency orbitals only involving in the chemical bonding.
Okay, yes, sir, I understood.
So now is it clear how it is forming 3 sp2 hybridized orbitals? 1 s orbital. Here 2 p orbitals we have. So 1 plus 2, 3. And then here 1 s orbital only. So yes, here 2 p orbitals. So p power 2. Total 3. 3 sp2 hybridized orbitals.
So the first number is always the sum of all the orbitals.
Yeah, if sum of this, it gives the number of hybridized orbitals. Yeah, right. So these are hybridized orbitals in opposite directions. Sorry. Oops, this is all are sp2 hybridized orbitals of boron atom. Now 3 hydrogen atoms are there. Each hydrogen atom is overlapping with 1s orbital of hydrogen atom with sp2 hybridized orbital of boron atom. Here also sp2 hybridized orbital of boron atom overlapping with 1s orbital of hydrogen. Here also same. So now boron can form 3 bonds, 3 sigma bonds. So here bond angle also we are writing 120 degrees. Sorry. What is the shape of molecule?
Sir, trigonal.
Trigonal planar.
Sir, but then even in the molecular orbitals, there's supposed to be 3.
What? Molecular orbitals.
Yes, sir. Like the normal boron. But there are only 2 orbitals in use.
What you are saying? Normal boron, you have only 1 orbital, no? Here.
Yes,
Having
sir.
single electron.
So there's 1 s orbital and 1 p orbital. So that's only 2 orbitals. But
It
then,
have capable form 2 orbital, but we need 3, no? We want 3 bonds. That's what 1 electron is moving.
you said that the number of hybridized orbitals is equal to number of molecular orbitals.
Number of atomic orbitals is equal to number of hybridized orbital. Yeah, you are saying number of atomic orbital is equal to number of molecular orbitals concept. It comes in next theory, MOT, molecular orbital theory. There we will discuss about molecular orbitals. Here we are talking about only hybridized orbitals.
Yes, sir. But then, so number of atomic orbitals equals number of hybridized orbitals, right?
Yeah, correct.
Sir, but here normal boron, like atomic orbitals of boron, only 2 of them are there.
Here 2 only there. That means with electrons. Without electron, here we have 4.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, now you want sp2 hybridization in carbon only. See that also. It is not mandatory an atom should have to follow always same hybridization. If molecular formula changes, hybridization also changes. If you see in methane molecule, carbon hybridization sp3. In ethane molecule, it is sp2. In ethane, it is a sp hybridization. So it is not mandatory to follow an atom of a molecule should follow same hybridization. It changes. Now see sp2 example. I'm taking this carbon electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Excited state electronic configuration 1s2, 2s1, 2p3. Now write orbitals. Yeah. Now 1 2s orbital. 2 only 2. We need only 3 sigma bonds. 2 2p orbitals. 1 2s orbital, 2p orbitals are undergoing hybridization. So total how many hybridized orbitals are forms?
4.
Count 1 plus 2.
3.
Oh yeah, 3.
Hybridized orbital 3. Here s orbital only, s power 1 only, and p 2 power 2. So 1 is no need to write. So now we have 3 sp2 hybridized orbitals. So each carbon atom having.
No,
Yeah.
how? Because here even s orbital has one electron in the excited state.
1 orbital.
So shouldn't all the four?
No, that's what I'm telling. It's not mandatory to involve all the 4 orbitals. Based on circumstances, it is involving in different hybridization. So here, of course,
And
there are 4.
how do you know here only one will combine?
There are how
or
many
here
sigma
only
bonds
two
are
will
there?
combine?
How many sigma bonds are there in
Okay,
CH2
okay.
molecule? That's why we are counting.
So from that you assume.
Here, each carbon atom is attached to 2 hydrogens with carbon atom. This is sigma bond. This is also sigma. This is sigma. This is pi. So now each carbon having only 3 sigma bonds. So that's what involving in sp2 hybridization.
Got it.
So I'm writing first carbon 3 sp2 hybridized orbitals.
Sir, also one more thing, like you gave the diagram for the different molecules, I mean compounds, how they will form in the previous topic.
Yeah,
So
SPT
even here is like, is there any particular sort of diagram?
Yes, we have same diagram, same way diagrams we are giving, but writing hybridization, what is the hybridization? Shape also same, just bond angles somewhat different we are giving. Then everything is same. There also we give linear shape, next triangular shape, tetrahedral, octahedral shape, pentagonal, trigonal, bipyramidal shape. Same here also we are giving same shape of the molecule, but bond angles we are giving correctly.
Okay.
So this carbon atom having 3 sp2 hybridized orbital, sp2, sp2, sp2. Now another carbon atom, this is also having 3 sp2 hybridized orbitals. So sp2 hybridized orbital of one carbon atom overlapping with sp2 hybridized orbital of another carbon atom. So it forms a CC sigma bond. Now a sigma bond is formed between carbon and carbon. And then sp2, each carbon having 2 sp2 hybridized orbital. Here also 2 sp2 hybridized orbitals are there. These all orbitals overlapping with 1s orbital of hydrogen. Now each carbon atom having 3 sigma bonds. Now how pi bond is formed? Here only 2 p orbitals are involved, right? This and this. This is not involved. So that is just write as a orbital. Unhybridized orbital. This is calling unhybridized orbital. So you take as a 2px. Unhybridized orbital of 2px overlapping with 2px orbital of another carbon atom. Here also. So it forms pi bond. Now same shape of the we don't give entire shape of the molecule. An atom is here. Its shape we are deciding by only sigma bonds. 1, 2, 3 sigma bonds. Shape is triangular planar only. Okay, now tell me about sp3 hybridization, how it involves.
Sir, is 4sp2 possible?
4, sp2 not possible, sp3 possible.
Okay.
Tell how sp3 hybridized orbitals are formed.
So like one.
Yes, having power 1, p having power 3. It means
One
1
s orbital and 3
s
p
orbital.
orbitals.
Yeah, 3
P orbitals.
p orbitals involved in hybridization process. Okay. Example, we'll take methane. Carbon electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Writing directly excited state. 2p3 here, 2s1. Now we have total 1s orbital plus 3p orbitals. 1s orbital, 3p orbital, sorry, 2p orbitals involving in hybridization. So it gives 1 plus 3, 4, and 1s orbital means s power 1, 3 p orbitals, p power 3, 1 no need to write. So now we have 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals. 1s orbital of this come mixing with 2p orbitals, 3 2p orbitals. It is forming 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals. Clear? Any doubt here?
Sir, could you explain again?
So we want this molecule methane. Number of sigma bonds, 4 are there. We need 4 sigma bonds. So hybridization is sp3. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right electronic configuration. In excited state electronic configuration, 2s1, 2p3. So this 1s orbital. Here we have 3 2p orbitals. This all orbitals, 4 orbitals are involving in hybridization. So it gives 4 sp3. Yeah.
Sir, earlier there are only 3 orbitals, right?
Yeah. Earlier
Now
sp2, no? sp2 means 1 and 2 orbitals.
So, sir, now all are
involving in hybridization. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 4 sp3 hybridized orbital we have. sp3, 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 sp3. Now each sp3 hybridized orbital of carbon overlapping with 1s orbital of hydrogen. So now carbon can form 4 bonds. So bond angle is exact bond angle 109 degrees, 28 minutes. Okay, so this is about sp3 hybridization. Now sp3d. Just tell me how sp3d hybridization is involves.
So D is from penultimate.
Yeah, d orbital of penultimate is involving, correct.
1s orbital, 3p orbital, 1d orbital.
1d orbital of central atom is involving in hybridization. For
So,
that
so
example,
can we say that for sp, there are compounds with triple bond are there, and then for sp2 there are double bonds compounds and
sp3 all having sigma bonds.
sigma, yeah. And here?
Yeah, all are sigma bonds only with example. sp3d hybridization. Example, we are taking PCl5. PCl5. First write the electronic configuration of phosphorus. 1s2, 2s2, 2p3, 3s2, 3p3. But here third shell is there. 3s, 3p means 3d also there, but 3d is 0 electron. No electron in 3d. This is 3s orbital. 3p orbital, 3d orbital this is. But we want excited state electronic configuration.
So one electron from S.
One electron is moving from 3s to 3d, yeah. So I'm writing only valence electronic configuration 3s1, 3p3, 3d1. 1 electron here. 3p having 3 electrons. 3d having 1 electron.
So is it possible for it to jump like 2 orbitals?
2 orbitals?
Is
Yeah,
it possible?
Yeah, possible.
Hmm.
All are in, we are taking in one cell only, no? That's what possible. See, 1 3s orbital, 3 3p orbitals, 1 3d orbital undergoes hybridization. So it gives 1 plus 3 plus 1, 5. 5, s power 1, p power 3, d power 1. So sp3d hybridization involving. So it can form 5 sp3d hybridized orbitals. Now write all 5 sp3 hybridized orbitals. Don't have space.
So we can erase.
Here I'm drawing. So whenever you are writing
Sir,
only atomic orbitals, 1 minute, listen. Whenever you are writing atomic orbitals, simply we are leaving this. Whenever we are writing a hybridized orbital, exactly at opposite positions, give small lobe. For this one, opposite side, small lobe. This one here, this one here, this one here. These all are sp3d hybridized orbitals.
We can like randomly give, only thing is should be opposite. Okay.
So actually this shape is trigonal bipedal shape. Later I will show in shape. Now each phosphorus atom overlapping with chlorine atom. Chlorine atom of which orbital? That's also we have to write. Chlorine atom 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. So in p orbital, 5 electrons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is empty. This is only having single electron on that orbital. That's you can give any name. Suppose I'm giving pz orbital. 3pz orbital. 3pz orbital of chlorine atom. 5 chlorine atoms we have. So 5 each chlorine atom having 3pz orbital overlapping with the sp3 hybridized orbital of phosphorus. This is only. This is 2pz, 3pz chlorine atom. All are 3pz.
So
yeah, tell me.
So here the orientation does not matter.
Orientation. This is the shape here.
Does not matter. Like orientation of orbitals in the axis does not matter.
What? Orientation of?
Like the orientation of orbitals in its axis. Like 2px means along x-axis.
Here orientation important, Nana. Here very important orientation. How orbitals are oriented. Here out of 5 sp3d orbitals, sp3d hybridized orbital, 3 orbitals are in one plane. These 3, this means this and this are in one plane, and remaining 2 sp3 hybridized orbitals are in axial. These 3 are in equatorial position. These 2 are in axial position. That's what only molecular shape is coming. Suppose if hybridized orbitals not having orientation, there is no shape for molecule. VSP theory told shape of a molecule. Why molecule is getting shape not explained? This is explained, but that's simply given shape. But this is explained and given shape. Orbitals, hybridized orbitals are having some repulsions, and they are having same shape and same energy, but orientation is different. Because of this different orientation only, molecule is getting shape. So now the shape of the molecule is when Ni atom involving an sp3 hybridization, shape of the molecule is trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal.
Could you explain once more, and could you explain why did you write 2p3 and not 2p6 in the electronic configuration, the top part?
Oh, sorry, this is 2p6 only.
Yeah, and
1s2,
it's
2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3 for phosphorus, right?
15,
An electron,
right?
12 and
So,
15, correct. That's all.
okay. And could you explain once more, please? I didn't
First,
really understand.
okay, while giving hybridization of any atom in a molecule, first we have to know what is the correct formula of molecule and how many bonds are attached to the phosphorus atom. Here total 5 bonds are there, 5 are sigma bonds. Now you have to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. Now you have to choose sp3d hybridization. Write the central atom electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3 and fill orbitals, it having 2, 3p having 3 electrons. Here we are writing 3d also, but no electron in 3d. In excited state electronic configuration, 1 electron is from 3s orbital to going 3d orbital. So now 3s1, 3p3, 3d1. Again write orbitals. Count node orbitals. 1 3s, we have 3p3, and 3d also we have 1 3d orbital. We want sp3d hybridization. So 1 s orbital, 3 p orbitals, and 1 d orbital involving in hybridization. So it gives 5 sp3d hybridized orbital. Now how to arrange this 5 sp3d hybridized orbital? That's what starting I told here. Learn the shape of the molecules minimum. I mean in VSCPR, if 5 bonds are there, what is the shape of molecule? Trigonal bipyramidal. So now arrange these hybridized orbitals in trigonal bipyramidal manner. 3 hybridized orbitals are in one plane, 2 hybridized orbitals are axial. So that is arrangement of hybridized orbital of phosphorus. Next, chlorines also we have to show. Then write chlorine electronic configuration. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. 3p5. Here 2 electron, here orbital having only 1 electron. That is, we treat it as a 3pz orbital. Now 3pz orbital of chlorine. These all are 3pz orbital of chlorines overlapping with the sp3d hybridized orbital of phosphorus. So it forms a sigma bonds. This and this. Okay, and then lastly, one more hybridization, sp3d2.
So here there are 5 sigma bonds.
5 sigma bonds. That's what we arranged in trigonal bipyramidal manner.
So in sp3d2, there also all of them will be in sigma bond only, right?
All are, when you write hybridized orbital means it's only forming sigma bonds. It's not forming pi bond. Unhybridized orbitals forming sigma bonds. Pi bonds, sorry, pi bonds. Here example taking SF6.
And sir, one thing, it is compulsory to show if by chance there is a pi bond formed, like for SP and SP2 we had. So it is compulsory to show that also.
Rare cases asking, draw the hybridized molecule of CH2 double bond CH2. Okay. That's simply giving C2H4. Show the hybridized orbital diagram of for C2H4. In such cases, you have to write diagram also.
Okay.
Rare cases, that's mostly asking, giving the molecule like this, predict the hybridization and draw the shape of molecule and show what is the bond angles. That only a question asking for 2 marks or 3 marks. Very easy. It takes only 2 to 3 minutes time only. That is maximum 2 to 3 minutes. S orbital, sorry, S sulfur atom. Electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4, but 3d, 0, no electron in 3d orbital. Now, excited state electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, this is the inner shell.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Tell me.
Sir, why can't it go to 4s and 4p because they have lower energies, right?
Which one having
4s and 4p than that of 3d.
This having higher energy, 4s and 4d.
Not 4d, sorry, 3d.
3D is there, no? I gave 3D orbital.
Yes, sir. Then 4s also we can include, right?
4s, actually, when electron is filled up to completely 3p6, next electron is going into 4s orbital. Here, until electrons are not going closer to that orbital, means that shell, that energy of 4s orbital is lower only, sorry, higher only than 3D orbital. If we have one electron is going into closer orbital, that's the energy of orbital is changes. It's not permanent. So you are saying here, actually 3D shell here, 3D, third shell, 4th shell is here. In 4th shell, 4s is there. In third shell, 3D is there. Right, big diagram. This is the third shell. This is the 4th shell. 3 having 3s, 3p, 3d. And 4, it having 4s, 4p, 4d. Here electrons we are filling 3s, 3p. Then if you fill completely electrons in 3p orbital, then next electron is going into 4s orbital. Here orbital is not completely filled, 2p orbitals.
Yes, sir. Now I
That's what
understood.
energy, whenever orbitals are filling, its the energy of the next orbitals or molecule atom energy also changes. That's what we studied in exchange energies, symmetry.
Yes, sir. Yes,
because
sir.
of that effect, electron is not going. 3p3, now write 3d2 here, because one electron is moving from 3s2 to 3d, and from one electron is moving from 3p to 3d. Now in d orbital we have 2 electrons. Now write orbitals, 3s having 1, 3p having 3 electrons, 3d having 2 electrons. Sorry, 2 electrons. See, 1, 3s orbital, 3, 3p orbital, 2, 3d orbitals involving in hybridization. So count 1, 3, 2, total 6. 6, only one s orbital. So don't write this number 3, 3, 3. Just this and this orbital you see. 1 s orbital means s power 1. 3 p orbital, so p power 3. 2 d orbitals, so d power 2. So 1 no need to write. Now we have 6 sp3d2 hybridized orbitals. Think you know when central atom having 6 bonds, what is the arrangement of the bonds? In VSE PR theory, we already studied that. How to arrange 6 bonds around the central atom. Tell me, what is the shape name?
Octahedral.
Octahedral, yes.
Octahedral.
Yes. Now also write all these hybridized orbitals in octahedral manner. Actually here, all having same size, but orientation is different. These all are sp3d2 hybridized orbitals. These are overlapping with fluorine atom. Fluorine atom electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. So these are 2p orbital, fill the electron 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But here one electron is there, single electron. That's we are treating as a 2pz orbital, 2pz orbital of fluorine atom. Yeah, these all are 2pz orbitals. Okay, that's all. So I will give you once again summary and how is that orbital shapes. So if you write molecule, sulfur SF6. This is here 90 degrees only angle in between any atoms, 90 degrees angle. And I have need to explain two special atom also, carefully listen. Special molecules. Ammonia, NH3. NH3. Nitrogen having lone pair also. Here now we are considering lone pair of electrons also. Nitrogen electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Yes. Now we have 2s orbital and 3 2p orbitals. So 1 2s orbital, 3 2p orbitals undergoes hybridization. So it gives 1 plus 3, 4, s power 1, p power 3. So it forms 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals. 4 sp3 hybridized orbital. What is the shape of the molecule? If 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals are there, what is the shape? 4 bonds. What is the shape?
Tetrahedral.
Tetrahedral. Now arrange these hybridized orbitals in tetrahedral manner.
So I didn't get it. How
Sir,
do you,
here the
Lone pair
how
is there.
can you
That's
say
what.
that there is only one? How can
Yeah.
you say there's one 2s? Because even if you take the excited state,
No need.
it
No need
can't.
excited state here. Reason is that here nitrogen is bonded to 3 hydrogen atom, right? So 3 sigma bonds must require. And what about lone pair? Where will you keep lone pair of electrons? That's what that orbital also involving to place 2s orbital also involving in hybridization to keep this lone pair of electron. So now we need total 4 hybridized orbitals are required. I think during the VSEPR theory you studied the molecule shape is depends upon lone pair of electron and bond pair of electron. How much we giving importance for bond pair of electrons, same importance we have to give for lone pair of electrons also. So actually hybridization is equal to, we have two formulas. First formula, hybridization is equal to number of lone pairs plus number of sigma bonds. This is in case of neutral molecules. If you go for ionic species, again hybridization formula we are changing. That formula also I will give during the explanation of.
So what
ionic.
about odd electron?
That also we are including. If they are odd electron, that giving 1 plus 1.
So
They are
I
considered as one.
One hybridized orbital required for that also.
so I didn't exactly understand that part. That
Hybrid-
2s is the lone pair that you're taking.
Yeah, lone pair is there here. That's what I'm
Yeah.
telling. Whatever they giving importance for bonds, you have to give importance for lone pair also. So you have to count now total 4, not only 3 bonds. You have to count 4 lone pair electrons also there. Now it involves in sp3 hybridization. Total it can form 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals. In out of 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals, 3 sp3 hybridized orbitals overlapping with 1s orbital of hydrogen. So now nitrogen can form 3 sigma bonds with hydrogen. Here orbital is there, sp3 hybridized orbital. It's not involving in overlapping, just the lone pair of electrons are present in the hybridized orbital. So now lone pair of electron we are showing like this. That's all. That is the molecular shape of ammonia. Now here explained why molecule of an ammonia having a shape is, we are writing pyramidal. Bond angle is only 107 degrees, not 109.28. We are writing, sorry, 108, 28 minutes. We are writing only 107 here because of lone pair effect. Carefully see now molecules. I will write few molecules. I expect what is the hybridization. So in organic chemistry, this kind of molecules are asking what is the hybridization of the carbon atoms in the right in sequence.
So the first one is
So
sp3.
for each carbon we need to give, no sir?
Each carbon we have to give. Just a simple count how many sigma bonds are there for this carbon atom.
Sir, sp3, first one here,
Sigma
sp3.
Yeah, 3 hydrogen
sigma.
atoms.
The second one
3
sp2.
hydrogen atom, 1 sigma
4
bond.
sigma
Means total
bond.
4. Careful listen. Carbon having 3 hydrogen. This carbon having 3 hydrogens. 3 plus 1 sigma bond. Total 4. So this is having sp3 hybridization. Next, this carbon. 1 hydrogen.
Here also
1
sp3.
sigma bond, and this side also 1 sigma bond. Total 3.
sp2.
This carbon.
That one also
That
sp2.
also
same,
having
sir.
sp2. Here 1 sigma bond, 2 sigma bonds, 1 hydrogen, sp2. This carbon.
So sp.
Sir, 3 only, sir. Sir,
No,
3.
only 2 sigma bonds. In out of 3 bonds, 2 are pi.
So sp.
Top, down, pi. This and this only sigma bond. So sp. This also
sp.
sp. This carbon
sp3.
sp3. No, count
Yes,
sigma
sir.
bonds 1, 2, and 2 hydrogens. Total 4.
Yes. Even the last
sp3.
one's sp3.
This is also last one, sp3. So number of sigma bonds gives the hybridization of a atom. Now another
Sir,
one.
how to guess the sigma and pi bond?
See, suppose there are 2 pi bonds. One is sigma, one is pi. If there are 3 bonds, triple bond, this are pi bond, top one and down one pi bond, central one is sigma bond. If there are double bond, one is sigma, one is pi. If there are triple bond, 2 are pi, one is sigma.
Sir,
Okay, I will write another molecule.
sir,
Yes, tell me.
can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Yeah, tell me, Ananya. What is the hybridization of this carbon?
Sir, sp3.
sp3. This carbon?
sp3.
1, 2 sigma bonds and 2 hydrogens total? 4.
4.
4.
So sp3. Nitrogen?
Sir, here I think it's sp3 only.
sp3 only. See the formula. Hybridization is equal to number of lone pairs plus number of sigma bonds. This nitrogen atom having 3 sigma bonds and 1 lone pair. 3 plus 1, 4. sp3. This sp3. This is also sp3. This one?
sp2.
Sir,
Number of
sp2.
sigma bonds 1, 2 and 1 hydrogen is there. So 3 total
So
sp2.
even the last one's sp2.
sp2. Hybridization of carbon in carbon
Sir.
dioxide.
So just a second, I got disconnected, sir.
sp.
Could you explain this carbon chains again?
So they count number of sigma bonds of each atom, each carbon atom. If there are 4 sigma bonds for carbon atom, we are giving sp3 hybridization. If there are only 3 sigma bonds, we are giving sp2 hybridization. If there are 2 sigma bonds, we are writing sp hybridization. Now, in carbon dioxide, carbon having 2 sigma bonds only. This is 1 sigma, this is 1 sigma, because
sp.
top are pi. So sp hybridization. Tell me, what is the hybridization of this carbon?
sp3.
sp3. This
sp2.
sp3. sp2.
sp2 pi bond is here.
sp2.
So 1, 2, 1 hydrogen, 3 sp2. This
Sir, here also
sp2.
sp2. Good. Oxygen electronic hybridization.
Sir, sp4.
sp3.
sp3, not sp. sp4 not exist. sp3. 2 sigma bonds and 2
sp3.
lone pairs. So sp3. This carbon.
sp2.
sp2.
Very good. This carbon.
sp.
sp.
sp because double
SP.
2 sides pi bonds are there. sp. This.
sp2.
sp2.
That's all. This is the way of giving of hybridization of a molecule.
So this much only they'll ask.
Yeah, that only asking an example. Those guys who are asking in organic chemistry, giving these molecules and predict the hybridization of carbon, they are giving just number. This is giving treated as a carbon 1. Actually, they won't give numbers. Numbering system is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is the hybridization of 3rd carbon and 5th carbon?
That's all. Nothing else they'll ask.
They won't ask. This kind of questions are asking in organic chemistry. That is just one type. Another type is how to give the IUPAC name and how to give the isomerism. And few organic chemical reactions are there. How to prepare particular chemical compounds.
Sir, right now our teacher is teaching us rules. Sir, could you just like probably briefly explain, like probably in half an hour, the rules?
What? No. Let
Why?
me tell you. Actually, to teach IUPAC name of organic compounds only takes 4 to 5 classes. Means 6 to 7 hours it takes. Rules, just if you
Okay.
learn rules, it won't come. Actual IUPAC name by
So,
reading
but
rules.
there are basic ones. Basic ones we have already learned in 10th standard, no?
Okay.
So, I think it'll be easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have somewhat learned them in 10th.
Okay. I will explain a few examples how to give naming.
Like we have learned the functional groups and like 1 to 9 or 10, what is the suffix? And
Okay,
then
you learn
functional
that
groups of
suffix
the
and
prefix.
prefixes. Did you learn?
Yeah, we just
We learned in 10th for both.
10th you learn. Okay. I will explain. Then if you know those, very easy to give somewhat better. Simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So could you just like help us to name them properly, like that?
I will tell you how to give the name. We have different kind of functional groups in organic chemistry. So nearly 10 functional groups. I will explain how to give the naming from alkane, alkynes to alcohols, phenols, ethers.
Yes, sir. Those only we have learned last year also.
First, guys, write the Lewis structure of XeO2F2. Lewis structure of XeO2F2. You know how to write the XeO2F2 Lewis structure?
Sir, Sir, xenon is the central atom.
Good.
Double bond for both oxygen.
Good. Yeah.
Then single bonds for remaining F.
Fluorine atom, correct. Just count how many sigma bonds are there around xenon and tell me. How many sigma bonds are there around xenon atom?
Sir, all are sigma bonds. No, sir.
Six sigma bonds.
Six.
Tell me what is hybridization? We have 6 sigma bonds. What is hybridization?
sp3 D2.
That's it. So hybridization of xenon is sp3d2. Simple. Benzene. What is the hybridization of each carbon atom in the benzene ring? So actually benzene we are writing here each carbon atom having hydrogen atom. That's actually we are not showing while writing benzene structure. C6H6 no formula. 6 hydrogen, 6 carbons. So find the each carbon atom hybridization. Just count how many sigma bonds are there for each carbon atom.
It's 6.
Yes, sir.
For each, I think
each
it
carbon.
is 3. 3, sir.
Each having 3 sigma bonds only. This is the carbon. 1, 2, 3 sigma bonds. This is pi bond. So sp2 hybridization. This is also having 3 only, 3 sigma bonds. Here also. So each carbon atom in the benzene ring hybridization is sp2.
Sir, sir, why doesn't the the other orbital form hybridization?
Other orbitals means which?
Sir, like what forms the pi bond? Why don't they form?
I said no, it's in a 3-dimensional shape. All are not in one direction,
yes,
right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
In 3 orbitals, there is one orbital only have chance to form sigma bond. In one direction, I'm talking about in one direction. If it is in 3 directions, possible. In 3 directions, 3 sigma bonds are possible. But in this molecule, one orbital must have to involve in pi bond formation. That's why one orbital not involving in hybridization. That unhybridized orbital, we are calling unhybridized orbital. Result of overlapping of unhybridized orbital gives pi bonds. Pi bonds are there in these. It is a result of unhybridized orbitals. Okay, just a minute. I will give one more formula how to identify the hybridization for ionic species.
So what were you talking about unhybridized? I couldn't hear you.
So which orbital, if you want pi bond in a molecule, there must be unhybridized orbitals. Because of unhybridized orbital only, pi bond is forming.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I will write one formula. See, with the help of that formula, you can predict hybridization of ionic species also. So formula is so based on hybridization, asking for 3 marks question. Very easy one. This is no need to write much theory also. Just in 4-5 lines, you complete and give the diagram and shape bond angle enough. So 1/2.
So we don't need to write this now,
No,
right?
just listen in notebook. Next class I will give notes. No, that time I will give you full notes on that. The number of valence electrons of the central atom.
So shall we write?
No need, just listen. Plus number of monovalent atoms or groups surrounding the central atom. Plus number of units of negative charge minus number of units of positive charge. So this is the formula. So number of valence electrons on the central atom in free state plus number of monovalent atoms around the central atom. Next, plus number of negative charge. Sometimes ions are carrying negative charges. So plus number of units of negative charge and minus number of units of positive charge. If positive charge is there, we are subtracting the electrons. So now example is apply for NO3 minus. NO3 minus. See, NO3 minus. Central atom is nitrogen. How many valence electrons are present in nitrogen atom? Central atom. Valence electrons.
5.
So
5.
X is equal to 5 plus number of monovalent atoms around the central atom. Is there any monovalent atom here? Around the
No.
central
No,
atom?
sir.
No.
No.
Oxygens are divalent atoms. Only monovalent atoms are hydrogen, halogens, or monovalent atoms. Remaining all we are not giving monovalent atoms. So X is equal to 5 plus 0 plus number of units of negative charge. How much negative charge is carried by the ion? 1.
1.
Next, minus positive charge 0, nothing is there. So now X is equal to, we kept missing 1/2 is there now.
Whole thing, sir.
Whole thing we are taking 1/2, yeah. So we can write 1/2, 5 plus 1, 6. So means 3. Now number is 3. What is the hybridization?
sp2.
P2.
sp2. So
sp2.
hybridization is sp2. Next molecule NH4 plus. NH4 plus. Here X is equal to valence electrons of nitrogen atom is 5
5.
plus number of monovalent atoms
So
attached to nitrogen 4.
half. Okay.
Okay, half is missing. X is equal to 1/2. And it's a positive charge, no negative charge. Negative minus 0 plus 0 minus 1. I think
1.
negative charge is not there. No, leave it. Right, only positive charge minus 1. 1/2,
4.
8, no?
sp3.
So hybridization of nitrogen is sp3 in ammonia molecule. Ammonium NH4 plus. ClO4 minus. So this formula you can apply for neutral molecules also. Gives a correct answer. But mostly in carbon compounds, we are applying number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pair of electrons. CO3 2 minus. Tell me, what is the hybridization?
4
Plus
plus
0.
4
4
plus,
plus 3.
2.
where is 3? This is monovalent
yeah,
atom
yeah,
or
yeah.
bivalent atom. So
Yeah,
0.
4 plus 0.
And negative
Plus
charge 2
2.
in. So right
2.
plus 2. Plus 2. Minus negative charge is plus 2.
sp2
sp2.
hybridization.
So hybridization of
3.
carbon. Sorry. In carbon it is sp2. Next sulfate ion. SO4 2 minus. Hybridization.
I think 5 valence electrons, right?
Count. Sulfur having how many?
6.
6.
6,
The
yeah.
oxygen family.
Sorry. 6.
Yes. No monovalent atom.
0
Plus 2.
plus 2.
Sir, sp3.
sp3.
sp3. Hybridization is sp3. I of 7. Iodine is central atom attached by 7 fluorine atoms.
7 plus 7.
1 by 2.
Sir, is
Iodine
it
having 7 valence
1 plus
electrons.
7.
Plus
sp3?
7.
Sir, sp3 d3.
Very good.
Yeah,
7 is coming.
sp3 d2.
So sp3 d3.
d3, sorry.
D3. Few more marks. ClO4 minus.
So after this, can you give 2-3 more normal compounds?
Yeah, now a few normal compound find out. SO2, no charge.
So we don't need to write this, right? We just need to orally tell you.
Yeah, 1 liter.
So the first would be sp3.
1 minute. First, what is the hybridization of fluorine? Fluorine is
Yes.
central atom.
7
7
plus
1. 7 plus 1.
yeah,
sp3.
sp3.
So 8 by 2. So sp3. 4 will come. So sp3. SO2.
sp2.
sp2.
Sure.
Yes.
Sulfur having how many valence electrons? 6.
6.
Right? 6 plus 0. No charge. No monovalent. 6 by 2 how much? 3. Hybridization?
3. So sp2.
What happens here? Sulfur having 6 electrons. Out of 4 electrons involving in to form double bond with oxygen, 1 electron pair is present. He has a lone pair. So now we have to count sigma bonds. 1, 2, this is 1, 3. So sp2.
Oh.
Don't predict by seeing only atoms. See, oxygen, H2O, oxygen atom.
sp3, sir. sp3.
Oxygen atom, right? Oxygen having 6 valence electrons. 1 by 2, 6 plus monovalent atoms 2, no charges. So 4, 8 by 2, 4.
sp3.
sp3. Calculate like BRF5.
So sp3.
BRF5.
Sir, sp3 d2.
BRF5.
sp3d2. Yes, sir.
sp3d2, correct. Anybody have doubt about this? BRF5, bromine having
7
valence electron.
7
And 5 monovalent
plus
atoms.
5.
7 plus 5, 14 by 2, right? No, 12 by 2.
6, yeah.
6. So sp3,
6.
D2.
sp3 d2.
Next, calculate for xenon.
Sir,
XeO2.
sp3 d.
sp3 d2.
Yeah. Here,
No,
1 by 2.
Sir,
Xenon
sp3
8.
d, sir.
d,
Let's
yeah.
calculate. 8 valence electron for xenon and 2
It's
monovalent
2.
atoms. Yeah, only sp3 d2 because it gives only 5 value.
So,
Guys, you understand now how to
okay.
do the hybridization of molecule, right?
Sir, it's sp3d2, right? The last one.
It should be sp3d.
sp3d. sp3d, not sp3d. 5 only, no?
So you've given sp2d.
Sir,
sp3d.
sp3d.
sp3.
Yeah.
Sir, you didn't explain about sp2d2.
Okay, that is a different molecules. Not now. In 12th standard, I will explain about that. That is gives a square planar shape molecule. Now we don't have that kind of molecules in chemical bonding. We are seeing that kind of molecules in coordination compounds. D, that's completely different molecule. I will explain in 12th standard. Okay, now it's very easy to identify the hybridization of a molecule with the help of this formula, and another formula also I gave, number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pair of electrons. Use the two formulas to find out the hybridization of a molecule. After knowing the hybridization, very easy to give the shape, but this point you have to by heart. If the sp3 hybridization means shape is, suppose sp shape is linear, so you have to arrange the molecule in linear shape. If it is sp2, triangular planar shape. If it is sp3, tetrahedral. sp3d, trigonal bipyramidal. But here in sp3, one exception is there. In case of one lone pair is there, we are giving that is a pyramidal shape. In case of only ammonia, we are applying that. We have many examples. If this is a sp3 hybridization only, but we don't give tetrahedral. We are giving here pyramidal shape. So that chart also I will give which molecule having the regular shape, which molecule not having the regular shape. And if it is sp3d2, what is the shape? Octahedral. If it is sp3d3, pentagonal bipyramidal. Okay, that's one different structure. Okay, this is hybridization concept. In next class, I will give theory points, and also this and all you have to do again. Any doubts about this?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.